What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and this is your match preview. It's Everton against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. A huge game for both clubs, really. Crystal Palace, you can't be held accountable for saying they don't get to many semi-finals. And you can say the same about Everton over the last 10 years. Before that, we had a few Carabao Cup semi-finals, we had a few FA Cup semi-finals, we had an FA Cup final sort of 10 years ago now, but we're not anywhere near that at this point. So this is a big game for both clubs, really. This is a moment to maybe cheer up the season a little bit. Crystal Palace haven't had a bad season. A lot of people thought they'd go down. I thought that was a shocking call by a lot of people that thought that. I thought that Vieira would do a good job, and he has. They brought in some really good players and they've done well, but sometimes they're a little bit inconsistent. I think that's fair to say. Everton have had a shocking season by their standards, by their squad quality, and we are where we are in the league for a reason. However, we come off the back of it with a last-minute winner against Newcastle in, let's be honest, an absolute must-win game with 10 men. So Everton are going to go into this game with confidence. What do I expect from Everton? I expect pretty much exactly the same as what played against Newcastle. I could maybe see him changing it slightly. Donny van de Beek is obviously cup-tied. Pickford, I don't think will be in the game. So you're going to have Begovic in goal. And I thought he looked good yesterday. I thought he looked fairly commanding. I thought he made a very good save where he clawed it out, which... And this isn't a dig at Pickford, but maybe he wouldn't have got to that, because of where his arm had to be, and he was just obviously a taller goalkeeper, so that would have helped. But, as a game, I think Everton go into it solid at the back. This isn't the same Everton side that played Crystal Palace, a few months ago now, just around Christmas time. This isn't the same Everton side. This is a very different Everton side in terms of we don't play the same way as we did under Rafa Benitez. We definitely press for periods of the game. Certainly the first 5-10 minutes we press high up the pitch, and we've done it in our last 3 games. Southampton, we did it against Man City, we did it against Tottenham, we did it against Wolves, and we did it against Newcastle last night. So Everton like to press from the front, and that'll be interesting to see how Crystal Palace sort of counter that, because they've got quality players. They have got Wilfried Zaha, who hasn't necessarily had the best season, but has that little moment of brilliance. You've got Eze, who I don't necessarily think he's been involved. He's been injured. You've got Michael Elise, who is a top player. So they've gone and got these skillful, these young players, these quality players, these Zaha-type players who just can break teams down, beat people at will, got that pace, ability to shoot. They've signed them for very good players from the Championship, and they've done really well. So, they've got that, but then they've got a sprinkling of quality. They've got a Benteke, who on his day can be really dangerous. They've got an Edouard up front, really dangerous. They've got a little bit of quality defensively as well. I think Anderson's a very good centre-half. So, they've got good players. They've got Mitchell as well, who I think is a very quick, aggressive fullback. So, look, this is not an easy game, obviously. Everton struggle away from home. Everton have only won 1 game away from home this season, bar in the FA Cup, where we played lower league opposition. But the game just feels a bit different to me. It feels like Everton are destined to have a good run in this FA Cup. And look, if you knock me out in the quarter-final, I'm not going to be disappointed with it. It's the first time we've come up against a Premier League side away from home in this competition, which is always a struggle. I would have preferred a home tie, but we are where we are. I just think Everton are going to try and drag this out. I genuinely think Everton will play this game on the front foot. They know they've got an international break after, so they can relax. And I think Lampard will want to win. Imagine if in Frank Lampard's first few months in charge of Everton Football Club, we finish in a semi-final or a final of an FA Cup, and he keeps us in the league. And no one could say that's a bad job, bearing in mind where we were. We were atrocious. So look, I'm not thinking miracles are coming. I'm not thinking Everton are going to be absolutely exceptional, but I think they will be difficult to beat. I think we'll be tighter. I think we will use pace to counter-attack. I think you'll see. I think it'll be interesting to see if Gomez comes in, because I thought Gomez, when he come off the bench last night, I thought he was very good. He was part of the person that broke down play. He beat 3 people to get that ball out. Coleman then did really, really well on just before the halfway line to dispossess, play that ball into Alex Iwobi, who rolled it into Calvert-Lewin, and Iwobi ran past and slotted it home. Great goal. And I just don't think any of the players deserve to be dropped as a result of that. Calvert-Lewin definitely added something, but against the centre-halves of Palace, I don't know if standing them up is the right thing to do. And I'd possibly argue it wouldn't be. I genuinely think we should go and try and use our pacing behind and, try and get more people into the box, because, again, a criticism of last night is there was times where Damari Gray or Gordon got down the left and right sides and would cross the ball over, and at one point there was no one in the box. We're 6 minutes into the game. Damari Gray has got past his fullback. He's passed the ball into the box and no one was in there. So that just needs to improve. But all in all, we looked much more solid yesterday. Yes, could Chris Wood have scored? Absolutely. He probably should have. But we needed that little bit of luck. And I think, getting a clean sheet, the confidence it will give Michael Keane especially, but Mason Holgate, Ben Godfrey, I thought they looked really, really good yesterday, the 3 of them. And I thought Coleman put in the shift. Sometimes he goes backwards when he could go forwards, and he could cross the ball instead of cutting inside. But yesterday he played well, and that's what I've got to make my decision on. And for me, I genuinely stick with the same team. Obviously, we've got this issue with Alan, which is gutting, because I thought Alan was man of the match last night. And I'd still give it to him, irrespective of his red card. I think it's an absolute disgrace of a decision that it's not been rescinded. It's actually pathetic. Like, it's pathetic. If you think now, we got done against Southampton with an handball, we got done at Man City, and then we got done last night with a foul that was nowhere near a red card. I mean, literally only clips his foot. Literally only just clips his foot. It weren't dangerous because he was nowhere near him, really. He didn't have the length. St. Maximum is quicker than him. He did the right thing. He took the man down. It was a professional foul. It was a yellow card. It was never a red. Never, ever, 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 ever. And I literally don't care, any Newcastle fan, any fan that tells me different, it wasn't a red card. And the FA, the Premier League, the Referees Association can essentially jog on. They're muppets. They ain't got a clue. So, look, I'm hopeful. I'm really, really hopeful. Do I think we'll win? I think it could go to penalties. I'm pretty sure there's no replays, is there? And I think we'd prefer no replays with the fixtures that we've still got, due to, all the games that we've had postponed, COVID, and then on top of that, the FA Cup run. But yeah, for me, if Everton can take this to extra time and get it to penalties, then yeah, I think Everton can win. In terms of team news, I'll just have a little look. Crystal Palace team news. I was expecting there to be a little bit more, but there isn't loads of team news. They obviously welcome back Martin Kelly, Will Hughes and Luka Milivojevic, who all missed their games. Ferguson and MacArthur still out. So, yeah, that's that. Alan starts his 3-game ban, which, again, I think is absolutely pathetic. And John Joe Kenny can return after his ban if he chooses to play. Dele Alli, Donny van der Beek and Anwar El Ghazi are all cup-tied. Crystal Palace have only got past this stage in 26 years. and that was against Man United when I think they lost in the final, didn't they? I think this is a very tight game. I think, fuck it. I think Everton win 2-1. Fuck it. Why not? So guys, look, I'm leaving it there. Is there any other news? There's no real major news other than that. The only thing, as I say, I think Gomez will come in for Alan. I think he may well play 4-4-2. So I think it could possibly be I could see him potentially not starting Gray. And maybe going with Gordon and Iwobi and playing Calvert-Lewin as well. But I don't know if I want that. I want that pacing behind, but look, we'll see. Guys, I'm leaving it there. I'm simply just chatting shit now for the sake of it. Make sure you support, smash 3 million views. The channel has, which is staggering. 3 million views. I mean, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Imagine if I had that in my bank account. My God. So if there's any wealthy donations, yeah, just let me know. Hook me up and I'll give you my PayPal details. I'm joking. Guys, look, I'll see you soon. Match reaction will obviously be on Sunday after the game. I couldn't get a ticket, so if you do know anyone that has a quarter-final ticket just lying around, let me know and I will purchase it off them. Apart from that, guys, keep smiling up, toughies. Peace.